Now, when we want to add else to if, that gives us a little bit more power. That's another statement or another keyword that allows us to have more than one branch. So far, with if, we either execute the code in the if block or we skip it. And that's useful, and sometimes that's enough for some situations, but more often than not, we want to add an else in there because that says either I do this or I do that. Let's take a look. So in the if code branching using if and else, it's an either or situation. So if the expression is true, the first block of code gets run, and if the expression is false, then the block of code under else gets run. And so it's a true fork in the road where it says we either go this way or we go that way. So if that part is true, then that code is executed. And if it's not true, then of course the bottom block of code gets executed. Note that each block of code is surrounded by those curly braces. You definitely want to pay attention to those. There should be an opening one and a closing one for each block of code. So in a visual way, if we have our code and we have the if expression, if it's true, then we do the code inside the if block, and then we rejoin our regular line of code function. If it's false, instead of skipping straight down to the next line of code, what we have is a different block of code that's defined by else. Okay, so the else code gets run instead of the if code, and then of course we rejoin the code execution at the bottom. So this gives us a little bit more functionality because it says either we're going to do one thing or we're going to do the other. So